Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 39. Wow, 39 episodes already of Just Joshing. We're going to start this week with a special little experiment here. I'm going to see if I can do 2 podcasts in a week, and we're going to do it this week with a 2-parter because my guest this week was someone I had a really great conversation with, Andrew Lorenz, and it's such a big conversation that we had to do it in 2 parts. Andrew is somebody that I've known for a while online. He seemed like a really cool dude, and slowly but surely, I actually met our mutual friend of us, Christine Steenham, first, and then I met him. Andrew's just a cool dude. He somehow, someway, he has managed to do something I have not been able to do very much. I have 2 comics published under my credentials. He has 11 right now, or 10, at least 10. It's soon to be 12 and more. And Andrew might be the best kept secret in comics right now. Honest to God, he writes old school superhero books, like 1986, 87, 88 area. He reminds me a lot of people like John Strander, James DeMatteis, Keith Giffen, like that era of superhero. He tackles some real issues, but he doesn't do it in a a bloody like how comics evolved in the 90s and 2000s. No, he decided that he'd do the comic books he did as a kid, and I read as a kid, and I like them. Legacy is a great place, in my opinion, to start with him. He also has a series, New Guard, which he co-wrote with Christine Steenham, who has been on the show already in 2 parts, so it's only fitting that Andrew gets the same opportunity. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see what's going on. This month has been an interesting balance with time and money. Trying to save up some money for a big tour in October, but what's been going on at work, at my day job, it has been massive amounts of overtime overnight. There's at least 1 more day, and I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. And then trying to balance that, publicity, handing books in, all that stuff has just been a vast. I'm trying to get as many things. I'm still trying to move forward, trying to make as many different things happen as possible. Because of that, I'm behind on some things I've set out to do this month, but not terribly, because obviously I'm still going. But yeah, no, all in all, it's been a month of balance. I have not stopped the whole month. 1 notebook of Greater Worlds and These, my 3rd book, which currently is titled The Wandering God, has been handed into the publisher. So about 1/3 of the book, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe more like not quite half, but we're definitely getting there. We're definitely into the later parts of the book. Part 1 feels very much like the old school Watcher, Stormdancer stuff. Feels like that, and I'm evolving the story in a way I've never done before. This is a long story. I've already handed in as much info as I've done for Stormdancer in the past. But we're doing this right this time. Everything is going to go a little slower, but I want this to be the absolute best book, the best finale I can do. I can close this out with a bang, and that's because this is my first series, and I want to do it right. Been in a short story writing mood lately. As soon as this is actually recorded, I'm going to be working on one. I'm going to be shutting the computer down and just working on some stuff. I got When Words Collide coming up next month. I got a book tour I got to prepare for. I got so many things right now on the go. It's just trying to keep all of it intact. I do know that I'm actually looking at the fact that the overtime being gone might be a blessing in disguise. I can go back to just focusing on my other stuff and getting back to a full morning schedule again, which is good. It's been, like I said, it's been an interesting balance. It's been an interesting fight. So this month on the end, but it was good too because I needed the paycheck. So what can I say? Beyond all that, no, I can't really say anything bad's going on right now. Just trying to keep things healthy, maintaining the status quo, and just being myself here. And we are already 4:35. Let's see, anything else I need to mention? I am the featured author this month at Mirrorwool Publishing, and I've been handing in pieces and pieces of the book. So I've been interviewed. I wrote a little guest column about how a series finishes. I'm hoping that airs next week. Beyond all that, it's been really, really, really neat just to get everything going. I'm enjoying the publicity thing. Like I said, a lot of things have fallen into my lap, and I owe a lot of people thank yous. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where the future goes from here with everything, and I'm excited. I really, really am, and really, I don't know what else to say right now. So I'm not gonna say much else other than it's time for the podcast, and we're gonna go into part one right after these messages. Tired of buying t-shirts, coffee cups, and other memorabilia that all podcasts seem to have? I sincerely hope not, because I'm jumping aboard this gravy train right now. That's right. You can be the proud owner of a Just Joshing t-shirt, photographic print, and coffee cup at my Redbubble store. Redbubble has one-click ordering and will ship anywhere in North America. Check out http://worldwideweb.redbubble.com/people/J Pentellaresco for more details.
Because one thing I learned doing these things is everybody's interesting, and if I come up with these wonderful set questions, it's boring shit.
It becomes pretty direct and straightforward. You got it right. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Yeah. So, on that note, though, I mean, you're pretty interesting things here. I stumbled on you. Did you stumble on to me, or did I stumble on you first? I think I stumbled on you
Yeah,
first.
you came across my stuff somehow.
Yeah.
Online, and then we started talking on Twitter.
Yeah.
And somehow I met you.
Well, let's see. Well, the main part was the official meeting part was C4.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were schooners involved.
Yeah, somehow you came across my stuff.
Yeah.
You did a little write-up on me, which was really nice of you.
Yeah.
And then you talked hockey.
Yes.
And
Red Wings all the way, babe.
Yeah, no, go Bruins. And then, just went from there.
Mm-hmm.
Came on for C4. We had a good time there.
Yeah, no, it's been interesting. I just thought what you do actually takes a lot of balls, and it's you have somehow, because I know how hard it is to put a comic book together. Just as a writer, straight up, I've done 2, and over the process of years, one of them my first artist ended up working for Dynamite Books, Craig Cermak, which is I saw him in videos way before. Yeah. Anybody else saw him.
You got to get them before they're famous.
Yeah, pretty much.
You'd be like, yeah, I gave that guy his start.
Pretty much. I definitely grossed him, charged that guy, but I knew it too, and so did he. So, something about being very honest about what you can afford actually gives you some more respect.
Yeah, it does, for sure.
Yeah.
And you got to be straightforward with your artists too, whenever you're doing anything, because, I mean, they're doing all the work, right?
Absolutely.
You just come up with the idea, they do 99% of the execution.
Yeah, it's funny. I think anyone that writes comics is just really honest. Like, we get some props from the artists, especially if we do a really good job working with them. But they carry so much of the weight. It's not even funny. I'm amazed every time I see a panel go to page. Just because that could take anywhere from 5 minutes if it's really silly to hours. Not just one panel, let alone a whole page.
Yeah, I was just talking to one of my guys the other day, and he said it takes them 10 to 14 hours to do a page.
Yeah.
It takes me about 5 minutes to come up with it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 to 14 just for pencils or prints?
Pencils and inks.
Yeah.
Or it depends too on the detail too what you're going for. If you're going for a big thing, it could take longer.
Yeah.
So you feel free to talk into this. It's all good. We're doing the podcast anyway now, so no, that's fine. It's fine.
All good. This is organic, man. Yeah. That's the way it happens.
Yeah, with I was just telling him at the start here. We were just getting started. It's like I don't have a master plan when I write anybody. When I was interviewing you earlier, I really had nothing in my head besides 10th anniversary. Let's see where we go. That was it. That was the only thing I had. That's cool. Yeah. So
I can't imagine doing this for 10 years. I mean, I want to, but
I can.
It's it's been 4 now. Oh yeah, you can't stop with just one.
Take breaks, but
yeah.
You gotta keep coming back.
You can tune it down. You can do something else, but you can't just walk away from it.
Yeah, that's how I did with superhero stuff.
You might want to, but you can't.
And some other stuff, superhero and some other stuff.
Well, whereas me, I do different mediums all the time. because that's why I do different meetings. I don't ever get bored ever.
Good.
So whether I'm doing a podcast right here, right now, talking to two very distinguished creators right this minute.
Distinguished?
Really cool. Yes.
Well, they can't see us, so that's
Yeah.
that's gonna go a long ways.
Yeah, listen, the pants optional thing, I was going to keep that on the download, but since you gave it away.
Well, this wicked sunburn, I don't really want to wear pants. So once again, at one of these retreats, look at my foot.
I know.
It's a good
I keep telling you, man, vinegar. Just do it.
Oh, it doesn't really hurt that much.
Okay. Okay. But
yeah.
Oh man. But no, it's just no, like I say, it's really cool. Like for me, actually, I'm like, you impressed me because again, I put together 2 comic books in like 6 years, just for all the struggles and ups and downs I've done. You have put together like 1,000 books.
Yeah.
Which is
yeah.
That's honest.
We gotta get some colors down on 2, and then we'll be right at 12, I think.
Yeah, that's impressive, man. That really, really is. That's hard to do, especially.
You just throw money at artists, and then they make
shiny
pictures.
But that's not all. I've seen people throw money. I've seen some horror stories of people throwing money at artists and writers and other so and nothing getting done.
I've been really lucky in that respect, though.
Screwing themselves, right? They don't.
Yeah.
Because then it shows you're not in it for the long term.
But I've been really lucky. I had 2 bad experiences, and they were not bad, but one guy was a colorist. He took my money and didn't really do a whole lot. I was like, just keep it. But other than that, I've been lucky to work with great people.
Yeah.
And that goes a long ways to getting all of it done.
Oh, absolutely. But there's also a small testament to you because ultimately you're organizing this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's a lot to organize, especially when it's not your only job that you're doing.
No. Absolutely not. I mean,
got a day job, got girlfriend, got kids, all that, and then got to watch hockey.
You got to watch hockey, yeah.
So then and then I've got artists from the other side of the globe who we're talking anywhere from 9 to 12 hours time difference.
Yeah.
So if you need to talk to them, you're either up at midnight or.
By the time this airs, I have done 2 podcast interviews at now 4 in the morning and 2 in the morning. One of them was based out of England, another one was based out of New Zealand.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to work with somebody from down under there. Australia? Still haven't. I've got South Africa, I've got Europe, I've got Asia, I've got all of North America. Nobody in South America, nobody in Australia yet.
Yeah, you will. I have no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
I have no doubt.
It's a checklist of mine.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's cool. That's a cool thing. Like I said, so I'm saying this now. That's what that impressed me about you is that somehow, some way, because I have my own day job, I have my own responsibilities, and somehow, some way, just found a way to make something done that I still haven't been able to do. I'd like to do more comics, but finding that reliable person and finding people that can do that. That's so hard.
You got to not let them walk away. You got to give them something all the time. Keep coming back, whether it's money or a good story. Like I've got so many guys I work with that I love this story. If it takes a year for you to pay me to do this, that's fine. I'm going to do it because it's cool.
I'm a little jealous now. Now I'm actually a little jealous. Although
I still don't believe it when I hear stuff like that. I'm like, okay, you just want my money, don't you?
Well, no, but I mean that says a lot about you actually. That's really cool. That's really cool.
You got to work at that though. I mean, you got to be a good person to work with, not work for, but you're working with. I mean, whether I'm organizing it, publishing it, footing the bill. I mean, yeah, okay, in that respect, I'm the boss, but I mean, you got to work with everyone, right?
Oh, absolutely, and you got to know their strengths and tailor to it. So let's see,
and push them.
Yeah,
push them past stuff too.
Yeah, no, and that's
always fun to do. Poor artists, I abuse them.
It's okay.
I'm like, here's the idea: make this look cool. I actually said that in the script once. I'm like, this is the page description, whole page. This is what happens. Make it look cool in capital letters. Yeah. And it's so cool. I can't show it to anyone yet because it's not done.
Nice.
We still need to add colors. Once that happens, it'll look really good.
No, it's cool. This must be a tough year. Look, the way the dollar just kicks everybody's ass.
Last year going on to this year has been terrible in that respect because I've had to slow down with some guys that are overseas and pretty much just been working with local guys more or less, like Canadian core group, pushing that book and getting that done because of that dollar. And it's brutal because you get, you pay your artists in American, some of them, and then you get your stuff printed out of the States because there's more in Canada that does a half decent job for, an affordable price. Unless I want to sell a 20-page comic book for like $15 to someone, you're not going to find that in Canada. Or if I want to print 10,000 copies for $1 a piece, well, I don't have $10,000 to do a print run. Like,
No,
that's not happening.
Not yet, anyway.
No, not yet.
That's something to shoot for down the road.
Just waiting on that lottery.
Right. You might make it. I think. I was to mention something about it earlier. Is like my personal thinking about what like comics should be now is if I were serious about doing a publishing model, I've been thinking about it. I almost feel like it should be like almost like an album, like a music album.
Oh
you get like you do a number one. Everybody loves number ones in comics.
Oh,
yes. Everybody loves.
People jump on them like crazy.
Yeah, no, they are amazing things, and not a number one because they are number ones. People just go and then but after that, interest always wanes on the second, third, fourth issue. It's just the nature of the
That's
beast.
why you have to write a really bad number one like I did, and then the 2, 3, 4. Then people really like it. It's way better.
Yeah, no.
They're like, all right, it was good enough. I'll give it another chance. And they're like, wow, there you go.
No, whereas, or what I'm thinking is, you write a full story, like a full equivalent of a graphic novel. You release it. You release the first part as number one, and then what you do is then you release the graphic novel of the finished story. That's actually something I've actually been thinking about more and more because with all the relaunches I see now with the big two, right? It seems to me like now what they're doing is they're doing a finite cycle.
Yeah.
All right, a book will last maybe. I think if it's a popular book, it might go 50 issues. But if it's not a popular book,
you don't see that these days. You see 18 issues.
Yeah,
a lot of runs, maybe 24 if you're.
Yeah, so why not just? Thank you. Why not just why not just get around that and just go, well, okay, so instead of doing that, why don't we just do this? We release number one and like the first part of the quarter, and at the end of the quarter we release a trade.
Well, that's kind of what I did with Canadian Corps.
Yeah.
Because we kickstarted for the first issue, but the majority of the backers were the 2 issues.
Yeah.
So they got the digital of the first one to read and anticipate when the second one comes out.
Yeah.
Which
Well, I
just do it.
Yeah, no, it'll come when it comes. I'm not. There's no.
They're doing. Donovan actually turned in some art today for some colored art, and it was just fantastic.
Yeah.
We're slowly getting there.
No,
we all took on a little bit more this year than we kind of planned on, and as a result, we are a little bit behind, unfortunately, but we're still doing a great job.
Yeah. Oh, that is badass.
Right.
Folks, in case you're wondering, I'm looking at a future page down the road, and Donovan just killed it.
Yeah.
Just really killed it.
Beautiful colors.
Yeah. No,
and that probably took him, I think he said his average is about 6 hours on something like that.
I can believe that.
Which is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Once again, I get to write, 15 words as they're kicking Alien in the face, and then Justin has to spend his 10 hours drawing it, Donovan spent 6 hours coloring it.
Oh yeah, because not a full art from. I actually was explaining this to a author in Calgary. What goes into a comic book? He goes, "You think there's more?" He was shocked that there's one person didn't color as well as pencils. It can happen.
Yeah,
but it's very rare.
Yeah, I mean, there are people that do the whole package. Like Greg.
Yeah,
Greg does everything, right?
Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But like he even said when he launched a book a little while ago, he was talking about the difference between having his lettering and a professional letterer. They had Ed Brisson.
Yeah.
Do the lettering. He said it's a big difference, and it is.
Absolutely. I use Jim Reddington out of the States when I do my lettering on my books. Really good guy, super professional, driest sense of humor I've ever dealt with.
Nice.
Very dry guy, but really professional. Like when I fuck up, he's very cool about that, which is something that I am grateful for.
Yeah. Because it's easy to do, and then if you miss it, and then they have to fix it for you. That's time out of their schedule. Yeah, exactly. No, he pointed it out, and that was good. Like I said, I have a book that I'm working on with a artist. I kind of stopped last year because of the dollar. Because I didn't actually expect to do comics this year at all. Like I just didn't. Just looking at the dollar, looking at the cost and all that stuff, I just couldn't see it. And here I am I've done a comic strip I never thought I'd do this year. I already won. Which is good. But yeah, I might do another one this weekend with Christine, but we'll see how that goes. My hunch tells me no. But
that's just the way it goes.
You never know.
Yeah.
Still lots of time watching the weekend.
Oh, absolutely. I just get the feeling that the project with maybe is going to be the
Yeah,
Chrissy's.
Mindy's always got to be number one.
Yes.
So she's hard at work.
So you want to say a quick hello, Mindy? Okay, so that's Mindy Friesen there, everybody. Author of Enslavement, and she's a very, very talented novelist in her own way. So, yeah.
And he's not sucking up because she's got a knife in her hand at all.
No, not even a little bit. Okay. No, I can tell you a real deal. No, it's true. I actually, I'm still blown away on here. Legitimately, I am still blown away on here. I didn't, like I said, it's cool. It was, like I said, it's just a pleasant surprise to me that I'm actually getting invited to shit like this now.
For sure. It's great to have you.
Yeah.
It's more surprising you actually came all this way just to hang out with us and do whatever we're doing.
Well, it's
hopefully writing.
Hopefully. Someone.
I've done some.
Yeah.
But not as much. I keep jumping from project to project, so.
Yeah. Well, I had to change my process this year, like myself, because I have so many things on the go as well, and I had, like I said, I told you my little wonderful thing where I couldn't walk properly.
Yeah.
Which is that was and still is something that worries me because I didn't solve the problem. I just controlled
it has not been a good year for creators.
Well, no, but it forced me to change how I did things, and this is what I do now. This is what you got right now going on. Is I do notepads for everything now.
Yeah.
I go on the computer only when I have to.
Yeah.
I use my phone primarily to deal with any interactions I must do. If I have, I find it's made a huge difference just on my quality of health, but also it lets me focus on projects too that otherwise I did watch the Watcher series on Notepad anyway, but now I've just incorporated that into everything else I'm doing. So I have a couple different notepads on the go, but now that it's like that, I focus more on projects, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I focus more, and then like I said, I still do I go on the computer for the podcast for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But let's say if I need to go on now with my social media, let's say I wanna next thing I gotta play with is YouTube a little bit more because I got a whole bunch of podcasts now, and I'm not gonna pay $300 a year to have one podcast
to host it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not going to do it. I mean, I did the podcast, truthfully, on a dare more than anything.
Nice.
Well, it was more like an accident. Rob Sawyer was my very first interview for the podcast.
Robert J. Sawyer.
Yes.
Author. I love his stuff. Chadwick knows him.
Yeah, I know. No.
Very good. I like his stuff.
So this is...
Not enough people read it.
He's getting more and more.
He's a name and everything, but I mean, there's not enough people that recognize that we have that kind of talent in Canada in the science fiction genre.
Do you know what? I think that's I think honestly, this is my opinion because I talked with Mindy actually last night, and a lot of people the money situation Canada doesn't support some people enough when it comes to the talent.
But I mean, the exposure's not there.
But
people jump on it when they see it.
I agree with you.
Canadian Corps, I didn't realize how many people were going to react as strongly as they did to it when it came out. They're like, "Oh, finally something other than Captain Canuck for a Canadian superhero." I'm down with that.
It
was surprising.
But not on the same token. What blows me away, legitimately. Okay, this group here, Christine is one of the best novelists I've read.
Yeah, she
doesn't give herself enough credit. Honest to God, Christine, if you hear this, I'm sorry. It's true. Right? Chadwick, I haven't read his stuff yet. But
you should.
No, it's he's coming. Him and Adam are legitimately just next. I mean, it's Adam because I have two of his books. I'll read his first one. Then I read A View About Heroes because I haven't read hers yet. Oh, yeah. And then I read Chadwick's. That's literally the order it's going to go in.
Sweet.
Yeah. I read one of Christine's. I'm going to read the second one sometime this year.
Which one did you read?
I read Shadows of the Unseen because it's sci-fi-ish, but it's a really cool retelling. And
her country ones actually were really good, and it's not something I would normally read. But I was like, okay, I'll try it because I like the ocean stuff. It was well written, but it was even better. I think it's her best stuff actually.
It wouldn't surprise me because he's the most comfortable there. That's it's honestly like when I talk to her, I think I scored big points, but the first time I saw her, I said, "Sal, ride the horse," because I know what that means to her. Yeah. I really do, and it's part of who she is, and that's why I think the westerns in particular really resonate with her. Her brother's cool. Wow. Like I said, that blows me away too. I just made one suggestion to him, and he took me on my challenge.
Yeah, I saw that he was working away on something there. He mentioned that you had challenged him.
Yeah, because I said we were talking last night drinking. I just looked at him. I was like, dude, you're talented. Like you really are. But you got to be more personal with your stuff, because if you do that, you'll connect to people, and when you do that, people will realize just how good you are.
Yeah.
Because I say this, and I mean this, is, you know what? There's nothing any of us are doing in the grand scheme of things that hasn't been done before on some level.
Oh, no.
Right, but
it's the way you choose to present it.
Yeah, it's
in a way that connects to you.
That's what everybody offers anyway. That's what art's about.
There's only, what do they say? Only like 4 stories you can tell or whatever. So we're just telling our own variations. But if you just tell a generic one, then it's no fun.
Well, if you tell everybody, if you do everybody else's doing it, who gives a shit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You might as well just get somebody else's stuff.
Yeah, but if you're doing it,
might as well not even write it at that point.
I agree with that. But if you're doing it like as this is what you want to do, people catch that. Whether they notice it or whether they want to notice it or not, they have no choice at that point.
Yeah, they respond to it a lot more.
Yeah, right. It's something that really resonates. Let's see. This has been a very. I didn't expect this conversation to go this way. That ended at all. It's kind of cool.
Kind of all over the place. It's the way to go, though.
Well, it's again, you got to make this organic as much as possible. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about. We talk about creating art. Let's see. Honestly, Greg, since we've been.
We're talking about you, Greg.
You're talking about
on a podcast.
Yeah.
Only good things, though.
None of it is true.
Oh,
The rest of it up.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I was going to say, but the thing about Greg, I've noticed his storytelling's much better than it used to be.
Oh yeah,
that's the honest thing. Like he's gotten even better. Mm-hmm. And
you make more, you learn more. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. No, he's gotten even better. Just watching what he's doing here is really, really interesting.
Yeah, he's always got something on the go.
Not sure he actually likes me though.
He's a hard guy to read. But you know what? The first time I met him was at C4.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I want to say. And he was just wandering around before the show started. And he came past, he checked out my stuff, he introduced himself. And then this podcast that was sitting behind me, last panel podcast, they started talking to him. And I was kind of just off to the side, moved out of the way so they could have a conversation. And they were talking about having Greg on there. And he's like, oh yeah, that'd be great. I'd have a lot of fun, talking comics and everything. But the guy you should be talking to is Andrew here. And so he promoted my books. They bought them all, and they were still good customers. And he didn't have to do that. He just met me. So
no.
And that's what I like about hanging out with these kind of people is they're all.
You can say what you want, Christine. Everybody else has.
They're all really good people, and that matters to me. People I work with have to be good people. If you're a dick, I don't want to work with you. It's that simple.
Oh, I'm screwed then.
Well, I don't want to work with you. But seriously, though, if you work with good people and people you can get along with, and people that are respectful of themselves and others,
people like me,
people like Christine,
yes.
It just comes through as better art every time.
Absolutely, no.
It just sounds so pretentious saying that, but it's true.
No, it really, really, really does.
And the people have been the best part about doing any of this.
Oh no, that is
without a doubt.
The strangest thing that's ever happened to me this year so far is I got a pad literally on the back from Marvin Chassard because they were reading Storm Dancer at Allison's Books in Calgary, and I did Jailbreak. My favorite protagonist is literally the Kristen, the main character in book 2. She is the baddest ass. She's a badass. Like, there's just no way around it. Literally, I did the scene where she literally punched out a guard to escape prison as a kid.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more badass you can make it than that.
Yeah.
But yet, for all that, I think I did a really good job. The fact that, she's still a kid. And I did that scene where she broke out of jail. But as exciting as that was, she still feels like she failed because her quarry was gone. That's where I left it. And then Rob comes to me at the end and goes, dude, that was stronger than I expected. That's it, yeah.
Yeah. It's always a huge compliment when somebody recognizes that you put in that kind of
effort. And going back to work the next day was such a low. God, that was such a low.
Yeah, there's nothing more I don't want to say disappointing, but
That's actually right.
when you go to a con or when you hang out with people like this, then you have to go back to drudgery of a day job that, whether it's good or not, isn't as stimulating and exciting and as fun.
Yeah.
And it's just, you're just punching a clock and staying there kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hard, and I think a lot of creators have to deal with that. But then you get people that love what they do too, and they find an extension of it through their art, and I like that.
Oh no, I totally, like I said, I don't knock anybody that actually gets a job. It's hilarious watching those two actually trying to get the boat, the canoe off the top of there.
Oh, I didn't even know what they were trying to do. That sounds like a deadly idea.
It really does. I'm going to go with Brandon a little bit later on. I feel like I should help because I'm actually the one most used to heavy lifting, I think, out of all of us here.
Yeah, I try and avoid heavy lifting.
It's okay. It's my
work smart, not hard.
I agree with that. I legitimately
efficiency overall.
You know what?
It's incredibly efficient to get them to do it.
Yeah.
While we sit here.
Yeah. No. You know what? Normally, I will. I have to actually agree in this situation. But no, it's just it's yeah, just an amazing thing. No. Well. I thought we were going to talk comic books for a bit, but I guess that didn't actually happen this podcast. So
well, we mentioned a couple comics, but yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, we mentioned your comics, which are amazing.
Well, I don't know about that far. I mean, the art's amazing. The stories are okay. But
dude, you're an old school superhero creator, and honestly, there's not enough of that going on today. Do you know what the best superhero book, in my opinion, is right now?
Best superhero book right now?
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah?
Seriously. It is the closest thing to a pure superhero book I read every month.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I haven't checked it out yet, but I'll have to give it a try.
Yeah, no, it's the best one. At this particular moment, it might be like you're in the middle of the story arc, but no, it feels like the old school Turtles. And honestly, Ninja Turtles at heart is about four brothers doing good. That's Ninja Turtles at its core. And that's what the book is every month.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out then.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's got, again, a bit of a different twist on the origin now, but yeah, it's the best superhero book.
Yeah, they never just leave stuff alone. They've got to change it up, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's got to stay fresh. It's got to be relevant, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the best book right now for me is Saga. I think that's a really...
I'm far behind on it, but I've read the first, I want to say 15, 16, and really liked it.
Yeah, it's really strong.
Art's great, story's good. Even though, in a way, not a lot happens, it seems to me like the biggest runs I've read and the best runs I've read, it's almost like nothing happens, but then you look back at it as a whole, and so much stuff did happen. Just the small installments.
Vaughn is really good at making you care about those characters. There's a scene in issue 36. It was one of the strongest moments I've ever seen. It's like, and you see it, you see the setup, and you're like, "Aw!" And then you actually see the response, and you're like, "Oh my god, I'm about to cry." Jesus, that's good.
Yeah,
that was so.
He did Y the Last Man, right?
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's great series.
It's
such a simple concept.
Yeah,
but just so good, and I'm really hoping like there's talks that they were going to do a movie, and I don't want them to do a movie. That's a TV show, has to be.
Yep.
That's like 3, maybe 4 seasons of a TV show tops.
If television's good, they could make that go a little longer, but yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
I mean, that would just dilute it.
Well, I agree. I mean, that's why I'm actually staying away from Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is actually really good. Some of the newer stuff, maybe not so much, but the first season was really well done.
No, first season is really well done.
Just the sheer world that they're building, and to do that on such a regular basis is pretty impressive.
Oh no,
it's like doing Lord of the Rings every year.
Yeah, I know. No, it's scary, right? It's scary, but I'm just saying, it's just one of those deals where
the books are better though.
What?
The books are better though.
That's why I'm stopping because I just like at the point where it's like, okay, yeah, there are differences, but I don't want to be spoiled.
Yeah, and I got lucky. I actually didn't get into the books until 2 years before they announced that they were doing the TV show. So I actually read all the books. Then Dance of Dragons came out just before the show started or during the show.
That's season 2 of the show.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, no, so you just like, okay, he has more material. He's got 3 years to finish book 6 and he hasn't finished book 6.
No.
And the good news is he's 2 books away from being done. Bad news is it'll be about 10 more years before we see
at least.
Yeah. Both of them.
if he finishes. So
Yeah.
hopefully he does, because I know there are a lot of fans of the Robert Jordan, I think, Wheel of Time guy, that when he passed away, because somebody else wrote the last one, or wrote half of it or something.
No, okay, the way it worked out, because I'm a Robert Jordan fan, is Brandon Sanderson he outlined the last 3 books.
Right.
Or it was supposed to be 1 book, but they made it go 3 because there's just so much that happened.
And because money.
Oh yeah, totally. But I mean, but honestly, it was the right person. It was the right choice. Jordan wrote the prologue. He wrote the last scene, and he wrote bits and pieces in between those 3 books.
Kind of like little touchstones.
Yeah, a little bit here, a little bit there. Well, he
That's
could.
Cool.
Yeah, and then Sanderson did the rest. And honestly, there are a couple of points where you figure, if you read Sanderson enough, you know it's him.
Yeah.
But by and large, that was almost as if Robert Jordan wrote it himself.
That's
and
cool.
It was really good. It was really, really, really good. The longest chapter of book I've ever read is in the last book. The last battle is literally a 200-page chapter.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's long.
But it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
It
just
is,
keeps going in.
It's the last battle, and it feels like the final battle. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel like you don't get shortchanged at all.
Nice.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
Yeah. But wow. Okay, we've gone all over the place. So
yeah,
let's talk real quick about your books and then wrap this up, because I think this conversation's gone. Wait. By the way, no harm to you. Oh wow, yeah, we made this go. Fuck it, let's go make this go 2 parts. Let's make this go 2 parts. I don't care. It's my podcast. I can do what I want. I actually played Magic on my podcast.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
the game.
Yeah, the game.
I've never played it. I've watched it several times. Never played it.
It's actually really fun and stimulating game.
It looks like it'd be a lot of fun.
Well, no, it's a very stimulating game. Everyone will try it. The best way to do it is to draft it. Like play draft.
Yeah.
It's really simple. Pick a color. Choose that color. You will. That's all you gotta do. Or choose 2 colors. Just choose 2 of the 5.
Yeah.
And your deck will be. I mean, it's draft, so your deck's gonna total shit. But I mean, you'll be able to figure out
all the different
stuff
to it.
Yeah, you'll get someone to help you with how the land, the money works. But once then it's just a matter of learning the timing. So you probably lose in your first few games, but you'll get enough of a gist of it to get the feel.
Yeah.
Right, and drafts like a $15 investment.
That's not bad.
No, so you just pay 15. You pay $15. You pick a card. You toss it around. They toss out the packs. You spin the deck, and if you win, you win more packs. And if you lose, whatever. I mean, you play the deck you just made off on the spot. So, I got to the point where actually I just got rid of all my Magic cards just about. I didn't purge it like crazy the last little bit just because.
Yeah, you start to build up a collection of things. You're like, wow, this is too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know how that is. I got way too many books.
I just got rid of all my extra books. I told everybody here is like, I like your stuff, but I basically choose between your stuff and everything else because it's too much. And
yeah.
I got rid of everything else.
Well, what I've started doing now with stuff is if I like it, then I'll give it to somebody that I know that might like it and just kind of pay it forward, sort of thing. Right?
Yeah, no.
And it's a good way of not having like too much clutter.
Oh yeah, no.
Get other people into it.
Absolutely, no. It's not a terrible way at all. The only thing is that this is what I feel like. I'll get punched because I also it's like, hey, like for example, let's say Greg. Hey Greg, I gave your book away to just some random kid to just one of the tears and rage and beat down. Or Christine, hey Christine, I love your book. I give it away. Tears.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because it's just. I'm in an odd spot is that I've gotten to know quite a few of you at some level here and there.
Yeah.
And I want to support you because you're my buzz. And, alright, but.
Yeah. Digital, that's the way to go. It's available.
That's the thing I don't really do. I have to get myself like one of these tablets and then just.
Yeah, and then you'll have like 6 backups because you'll buy so many of them. Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem too. You can have thousands of files like I do of books you like. And, one day you'll read them.
Okay. So
but then people send you scripts to read and stuff like that.
Family Bales.
It's on my phone. It's getting red.
That's right. And then he's going to probably rip me apart.
At this point, it's going to be tomorrow, though, because, man, it's already, what are we at now? 2:15. And I'm thinking it's almost beer o'clock.
It's almost beer o'clock?
I think so.
Okay.
Almost.
Okay. But, no, it's just, yeah, man, I'm still, it's funny. I do the most different stuff, and I have no clue.
It's an ongoing learning process.
Yeah. Oh, no, it totally is.
Greg would say that a lot more eloquently and more interesting, but he's not here to do that, so I just kind of said that.
Yeah, no, it's actually right, no, but it's true. Just I feel like I'm learning like 5 different languages at once at a time.
Yeah.
Which is.
Yeah, it's pretty on the nose, all right.
Yeah. That's kind of what I feel like I do. I'm just learning this language, the podcast language, just something like that I'm doing now, and I'm gonna pick sometimes it's just getting a better microphone, which is something I need. You know, sometimes it's like I'm learning to use Audacity a little bit better, and like there's a language.
But that's the cool thing, though, is you get to learn all that stuff and
absolutely.
Try new things.
Well, you can't be afraid.
Different avenues that you probably wouldn't even think of normally.
Oh, it just. Do you know what? Like the biggest thing about doing all this is that mediums almost don't matter. Really, they just don't. I was talking about this with Adam earlier, like because I think like I should be doing magazines.
Yeah,
it's really. I honestly think that I should be doing even if it's an online thing, whatever. Because his format, his style seems tailor-made to utilize all those mediums, and that would come with that. And also, I like the idea. I'd like to do a magazine next year. I would love to do one.
And if you look at his newsletter too,
absolutely,
that style is definitely suited for something like that.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. He's that guy, and so. But the thing is, I'm like, to me, the magazine medium is not that much different from the comic medium, which isn't that much different than literature, which isn't that much different from the next medium. And what I'm learning is it's especially with the way things are today, we can play with all these mediums a lot more than we ever could.
Oh, for sure.
And, so why shouldn't I said this earlier to Greg, and I'm saying it to you, it's like my career is, if you could sum up my career, it's like this. I have a talent, I use it, I get another talent. I use that talent, I get another talent.
Yeah.
I use that talent, I get another talent. That's just, that is.
Well, it's progression.
Yeah.
It's a constant learning thing, which is good. And then you can use all those different things to incorporate, whatever kind of story, if you want to tell a story, or if you want to interview people, or if you want to go somewhere and do something else, you can still use all those skills you learned.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm getting into something I've never gone into, marketing and publicity, and I have not a clue what I'm going to do there. So I'm starting to go back. I don't have a clue. I have some ideas, but I really don't have a clue. So, right, and like I said, it's a good skill, because I haven't been challenged like this in a long time.
Yeah. Well, marketing anything is rough, but once you get the hang of it, you're fine.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the first 2 weeks you're going to see me just go all dejected. I'm like, I can't
do this.
Yeah, it's like.
Well, you said that about something else before, I'm sure.
And
then now you can.
Well, yeah, no. Actually, for me, it goes back to this. I remember when I was a little kid, my parents just got on the bus, and it was a pan shot down in Little Ontario, Canada, and my dad took me out, and we were in the stand. And I thought, I was like, what's fun? I don't want to. It's all right.
Yeah.
He bolts up the thing. It just bolts. This is my dad in his physical time. So he's just, he's capable of doing like anything. He bolts. Come on, let's go. So I climb and fall. Like I fall on my ass the first time. So okay, go try again. So I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. The whole time I'm going up this hill. And I wound slowly but surely climb to the top. And finally I get to the top. I'm like, I did it.
Yeah.
I never forgot that.
Because you weren't thinking about it, you just went ahead and did it.
Yeah.
You can't go until you did it. That's kind of a whole summation of this whole creative process, right?
Yeah.
Same idea. You just keep at it. You just don't try not to think about it too much. You can't do it because otherwise that's when you slow down.
Yeah.
When I did my first book, I just did it. I hired an artist, got along with them, wrote a script, just because I wanted to do it one time, I never thought it'd turn into 12 books. And it's still going.
No, and that's great. I honestly, dude, if you become the Canadian Stanley, and don't think that's not impossible. You keep doing this. I mean, look, I would rather work up here than go stateside if there was an avenue to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would rather do that.
Well, I'd rather be in this country than the other one. Although I'd like to go visit more places. I haven't traveled in years, but.
Where's your favorite place you've been to?
Favorite place I've been to?
Yeah.
Greece.
Nice, I've never been there. So.
Athens was so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Actually, I was in Turkey too, and Turkey was a really nice country. People were really friendly. Had a good time.
So yeah, see, you need to go see. Well, my hit list is England. You know, I have fans there, believe it or not, which is scary. Which is scary to me. A comic book creative team.
Yeah.
They had me do a bonus interview with them as backmatter for one of their books.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's really So it's called School Bitches #4. You can find it. My interview's in the back. So it's a group interview. So it was different for me. That's the one where I did ask a bunch of narrators. Because the best thing to do with a creative team, if you get to interview all of them at once, which I don't get why it's not done more often. It's amazing.
It's hard to get everybody together.
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
It's so much fun.
No, because and the fact of the matter is, it's cool to hear people speak other than normal speak. Yeah, it's really cool because then you see how the group would get together. It's like almost like watching a band.
Oh, you have to interview me, Justin, and Donovan and see you for them.
I tried. I tried.
Well, this year, if you're there, we'll make it happen because when the three of us get together, we never know what anybody's going to say, other than there'll be questions about Secret Wars 2, because Donovan's the world leading expert on that series.
Okay.
From the 80s. Just ask about Beyonder and his Jerry Curl and Al Milgram's art, and he can go on for hours.
Actually,
hours. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I would have been like that with Spider-Man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really would.
Well, we did an interview in Sask Expo last year, and the joke was that we were going to get somebody to ask a Secret Wars question. So when they asked me, like, oh, so, what kind of talents do you guys bring? I'm like, well, Donovan here's the leading world expert on Secret Wars 2.
Just saying it right
And
now.
and he was just bursting out laughing. It was a good time.
Yeah, it's really cool. So what are you reading right now?
What am I reading right now?
What comic book wise?
Oh, comic book wise, Action Comics, really good. Same with Detective. They've done really good jobs. Bringing me back into, like, I haven't bought Batman and Superman regularly since I was 15.
Yeah.
And now it's like must reads. So, that's still reading Green Lantern because I'm just.
Who's your favorite Lantern? I asked this because I grew up with Kyle, and Kyle's my personal favorite.
Yeah, see, I like Kyle, and he's probably tied for me.
Yeah.
Because he's the guy that I that's when I actually really bought Green Lantern and got into it, was when he got introduced. But I think Hal is number 1 and Kyle is 1A.
Yeah.
But they're all pretty good. I mean, John and Guy are great.
I think John's underrated.
Some of the newer ones are I'm trying to get used to them.
Jessica Cruz is interesting. I actually like her as a character. Baz, I'm curious how they're going to develop him because I feel he's very untapped.
He seems like the way that they're writing him right now seems kind of like Guy Gardner, Jon Stewart-ish, in that he's like a hothead.
Mm-hmm.
So could be interesting, but he's also a pretty smart guy, from what I've read too. So
yeah, no, it's an intriguing thing. I thought that was the best thing in the last part of John's Stone was Baz. I thought Simon Baz was a really, really intriguing character.
Everything but the Third Army.
Yes.
Sorry, Jeff, if you're listening to this. I hate the Third Army.
I did too.
Everything else was spectacular.
I just hated how he turned. He eliminated some of the more interesting parts of the Guardians. That to me was the thing. I mean, I'm a big fan of Gambit. I love it ever since John Byrne's Gambit Ciel, which I still own, by the way.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. But the fact is, I mean, the Guardians as a concept of one of the most interesting parts of the GLC lore, and the idea that the GLC would not need the Guardians anymore makes a lot of sense. I just wish he had done it in a more three-dimensional way.
I can get that.
Yeah, I wish he had done that in a little bit more three-dimensional way.
Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. That is a series that more people should read.
I've heard.
So good.
Yeah.
The dialogue is, I'm just ridiculously jealous of how he can handle a cast of like 50 robots, make them all unique with their own speech patterns, everything. And it's about robots, but it's about so much more.
Well, good. Transformers at its best is very, very intricate too. I mean, anyone who's a real fan of that show knows just how intricate.
Oh yeah.
And Transformers was never a big thing with me personally, but
it was huge for me.
yeah. But I mean, but again, some of them, even I know, like they're really good. Like some of those series are really, really good.
Yeah, the original stuff wasn't bad either. But what he's doing right now with that stuff and touching on a whole bunch of different social issues, and using these robots to do it, it's really, and then it's funny too. It is really funny. Well, not all of it, but the stuff that's funny is damn funny.
That's good.
Which I'm also jealous of because it's hard to write funny in comics.
Yeah. The master, in my opinion, of that is either J.M. DeMatteis, Keith Giffen,
yes,
or Peter David. Actually, is really good at it too.
Peter David is really good. That scene where the Hulk has the bunny slippers on was just freaking awesome.
My personal favorite one is the Spy Boy series he did.
Spy Boy was good.
Yeah, Spy Boy series was really. I discovered it 2 years after it was canceled, which really pisses me off.
Yeah.
I found it at like a comic shop, like a comic convention as a run, and I'm like, this looks. Peter David and Pop Mom, I'm in. Read it. This is fantastic.
Yeah, that guy writes a lot of stuff.
Oh no, he's really again very.
His Arthur series was really funny and also really good.
Yeah. So, but no, I'm just saying there's just a lot of really good, books out there today. I'm just kind of curious. My personal favorite just ended with Grateful Rising. I love that book.
Yeah,
that book was really good.
I haven't checked out a lot of it, but what I read was good.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, you got to check out the podcast this week when he comes on the show because
for sure.
Because he there's a really cool technique he actually uses in his stuff that I've never thought of, and I want to try on script sometime. So
cool.
Yeah. So all right, so we got a whole bunch of stuff. So talk about your books real quick, and we'll talk about where people can hunt you down.
Oh well, we have Legacy, which is the story of a city and its hero Paragon. And it's a generational story. I've only just touched on a little bit of the past. We'll see more of that going ahead. And then some of the future, too, I've touched on. I like hopping around and telling different aspects of it, right?
You don't have to do the whole story in chronological order. Sometimes there's a reason. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And I always like that stuff. I mean, you don't need a flashback every episode, Arrow. But, you can still have fun with it, and then you can sort of tell a story within a story. And when you're only doing a couple of a year like I am, you can flash forward and flash back to let people know that it's more than just that one story that they're reading right now. That there is more, as you've said, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what I'm doing with Legacy. New Guard is set in the future of the same S-17 universe thing. Deals with a bunch of young people with powers.
I actually like that book a lot.
Yeah, it's sort of Teen Titan-ish, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It actually originally started as a pitch for an Ultimate New Warriors when Marvel still had the Ultimate line. So you'll see some similarities. Like Pulsar sure looks a lot in some ways like Nova.
I wish that they at Marvel would let the New Warriors really have some fun. That is a really cool concept.
Oh yeah, I miss what they did to New Warriors. They used to be such a great book. But yeah, so that's New Guard, and then Canadian Corps is, of course, Canadian superheroes, and in the first two issues they fight an alien invasion, but a little bit more than that too. But that's essentially the basis of it, because you got to have something big and exciting to draw people into it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's what I got going on right now consistently. There's a whole bunch of other stuff in the works. If they want to find any of my stuff, s17.ca is the place to go.
Nice.
And I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. We have Facebook pages for all the books.
That's right.
Yeah, just look up S17 or S17 Universe. You'll find something.
All right.
I was originally going to do this in 2 parts, but after careful thinking, I figured just go a little long for this one. It's been a while since we've done a long podcast anyway, so I thought, why not? So, this was Andrew Lorenz. Andrew is an amazing comic creator. I prefer New Guard, but Legacy is pretty damn cool, and it's his longest running book, and it's his baby, and it honestly has every right to be proud of it. So, if you get a chance, take a look at Andrew Lawrence's legacy. And that's it for this week. Yeah, like I said, it's been a wild ride. I keep getting more and more podcast stuff, and we're gonna see if we're gonna get 2 more episodes up this week. Brendan Nagatal is next guest, and then the one afterwards is Joe Gallagher. And then we go into some really cool guests for the end of the month. So, yeah, like I said, this is good. This has been a wild, fun ride, and there's a lot more to come in the days, weeks, and months to come. So, that's another episode Just Josting. Stay inspired out there. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, people, whatever that is. And keep following your dreams, okay? Okay.
Josh.